is not an easy video for me to make. I am going through things that I can't find anyone that can relate. I have had none but one prayer. I have had none but one wish. I have had none but one desire. And all of this has been for a very, very long time.
No, this way, this way. Come. Come on.
Colonizers that want you to cut your hair.
Yep.
So,
Okay.
see, I got this in Canada. I had to sneak it in.
Okay.
So the nose is missing.
That's okay.
But I was like, I don't want to throw it out because the fur is beautiful.
Yeah.
I was like, I know you can do something with it.
Yeah, definitely will. Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome. Can I get you a few snacks for the road?
Ah, thank you so much. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, it's good to see ya.
Good to see you.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry about your mom.
Yeah. Sorry. It is what it is. She's in a better place, you know. She's in a better place. It's just the aftermath is what I got to deal with, you know.
I know.
Oh, the house, everything.
Are you still there now?
Yeah.
Yeah? Oh, because I saw you have a van and you did it.
That's the emergency.
Without a van.
Yeah.
That was cool.
Yeah, I had yeah.
Oh my god.
I think that truck wants me to move, babe.
Okay. You being a good girl? Yes. You're gonna be nice. Hey! Stay where you are. What are you doing? Huh? What are you doing?
Ay, vos te caes, mira. Papi, mira. Qué lindo su perro. Papi, mira, ¿cómo se llama?
Saba.
Saba. Ah, yo tengo una gata y una perra.
That's a dog.
Oh man, it's got big.
Oh my gosh. He's so furry this time.
Yeah. A winter coat.
Oh, you see.
Man, you got big. Oh, he's got your eyes. Yeah.
I didn't cut his hair. I'm
Okay.
gonna make it grow.
Oh, good.
Everybody's like, you should cut his hair. And I'm like, no, why?
But you should mind your business.
Lately, many shifts, many changes of events and movements is making me doubt whether my prayers will ever be answered. I was not brought up in a good way. Maternal and paternal love is not something I know nor recognize. It was something that was never given to me. I lived my entire life yearning for this, and through their crossing over, I had never found it. I had somehow found myself destined to be at my mom's bedside care for several years. And all through that time, I had not known any other life. The Red Road became my support system. It was my mother, my father, my friends, my guides, my spirit helper. Being voluntarily confined to that situation, I couldn't commit to anything, no matter how much I wanted to. 'Cause with her, tomorrow's was always a mystery. As such, in her condition, I couldn't really leave her side. Considering the expansion of my wings, low key, this was a very painful existence for me. I had to gather all my strength to keep me hopeful and to get me through and to keep me going. Just earlier this year, I was hit by another trauma which left me completely broken. Mom crossed over very recently, just 4 days after I'd asked her to pray for me. To pray for me so I can go do something that I was yearning for several years. Something that I had been grieving about, that I'm still grieving about. I had never felt so alone or so low. And so, in just 4 days after I had asked her to pray for me, she decided to cross over. It felt like it was a parting gift, because she knew how much I was hurting about this. She knew how much I was yearning to go and do that thing. Through the entire said experience, I questioned myself. I questioned my sanity. I questioned my heart. I questioned my belief. I found no one to understand or empathize with what I am feeling and what I am going through. How can anyone understand something that is being guided, directed by forces that are greater and bigger than ourselves? How can anyone bear the pain of watching something so sacred, feeling so real that it seemed it was promised by the great mystery so long ago? And yet, all that you can do is only to observe it enclosed in a fragile glass case that you cannot touch or even open, that it is seeming even impossible for you to reach.
Hi, my name is Mika. Today we came to Little's house so we can help him, and we helped him out today by putting up this small cabin.
My dad left me 1 year after I was born. My mom left to follow him
Don't scratch it.
to the States just 4 years later.
The front side that's closest.
How much was this?
Lots of money.
How much?
Too much money.
I want to know so I can buy it.
I was left to be cared for by my grandmother. When I became old enough to take care of myself, then they sent to reclaim me. I remember traveling alone, having to guess who my parents would be when I arrived. Since my arrival to this strange land and custom, I became a caregiver and babysitter to 2 siblings, 2 infant siblings that had been born to them on this land, living with them from conception to birth. From that young age, I was taught to cook, to babysit, and to clean the house for my now new family. After achieving somehow of a higher education, I found myself working in public service, serving community for the greater part, while culturing and nurturing my creativity. Ironically, while being so committed to public service of children and families, I was terrified of having my own children throughout the entire time. So then I did everything that I could to to avoid having them. This had brought pain and many sorrows to the lovers that I had gotten involved with, and to myself too. Only after being separated from someone that I have journeyed with for a very substantive amount of time, that the sorrow made me realize that the thing that was the most important to me in life was the thing that I deprived to myself the most, was the thing that was deprived to me the most. This deprivation is hitting me real hard and head on again, and the pain is unbearable. I don't even know how to move forward, but as the Sun Mother says, keep moving, keep preparing. But will we remain connected only in the spirit world? Or will it ever manifest itself on this earth plane? Everything is seeming so impossible, but challenges are plenty. Getting my life back, my grief, my recovery, my reintegration, all seems very elusive to me right now. All I know, I must keep moving. Just keep moving. The great mystery brought us to this world to show ourselves to one another. I feel we were chosen for this, but they can only show us on this earth plane. Free choice and free will by the walking is what decides. I made the choice to accept the guidance of the great mystery, but I know I can only be chosen. Nothing is meant for me to take. Was any of this meant for me in the first place? Am I meant to be just the messenger? Just the spirit helper? After all, I am none but the natural born servant, always in service. I hope that I'm walking this walk in a good way. My heart has never been so open, so vulnerable, so captivated. Only the Great Spirit knows how this will turn out.